First of all, what is sexual abuse? Sexual abuse is when someone is forced, pressured, or tricked into taking part in any account of sexual activity with another person. It could be done online or in person. So, due to sexual activity, the women, especially children, face many physical, mental, and psychological tortures. According to UNICEF, 1 among 10 girl children experience forced sex worldwide. And according to the data given by the UN Women in the year 2020, 15 million adolescent girls were experiencing forced sex worldwide in the year 2020. And this is not only the case, there are many cases which go unreported. So, in order to prevent sexual abuse, we first have to know the causes behind the sexual abuse. And there are many causes. I want to briefly explain a few causes. First of all, social factors. It includes unplanned and uncontrolled birth. Is problematic, especially to the people who are living in poverty, because they cannot provide good care, nutrition, protection to their younglings, and as well as the women. Sooner or later, they begin to live in roads, and at the same time, they start begging. And these type of people are most vulnerable to sexual abuse. Secondly, media. Media is one of the most reason for the uprising cases of sexual abuse cases in India as well as worldwide due to sexual content or pornography on online. When a person or young boys and adolescents, teens see pornography on online, they have a distorted view about women, children, and as well as this relationship in society. And not only that, substance abuse. Substance includes alcohol, drugs like nicotine and cannabis. So when a person consumes this alcohol and get intoxicated with them, they use their physical power more confidently on them to get into sexual contact. And not only that, a combination of both violent pornography and a person who consumes alcohol can get a very diverse effect on the society. Okay, and it is the main reason for the uprising cases of rapes in India. So, lastly, lack of policy implementation. The gap between the policy and implementation in India is very enormous due to court hearings, delayed police responses, and many other things. This makes the perpetrator gives the chance to commit such offences again in the society. So, these are the few causes of sexual abuse, and there are many. And coming to the consequences of sexual abuses, what happens after sexual abuse? Well, coming to the physically, the woman will suffer from chronic pelvic pain and urogenital problems. And not only that, when blunt objects are inserted into the genital region, it leads to pelvic fractures, hymen scars, and lacerations. And one of the baddest thing is if the perpetrator who is abusing has some contaminous deadly viruses like HIV and AIDS, the girl will suffer throughout their lifetime. And it's one of the STDs, we call it sexually transmitted diseases. It may be HIV, it may be syphilis, it may be gonorrhea, it may be many things. So, one definitely should not damage the life of other persons. And when it comes to mentally, the children after sexual abuse, it will be a bad remark throughout their lives. And when it comes to mentally, the girl will suffer from depression, low self-esteem, and antisocial persons, and will not trust any persons in the society. This plays a major role, and not only that, these persons in the future can become the abusers. So these are the many consequences. So how we can protect our women and children from sexual abuse? First thing, whenever you witness a sexual abuse behavior, intervene and take action, and commend them and take them to the nearby office and register the case. And not only that, respects other person's rights and freedom to say no to sexual activity. And thirdly, educate yourself with the issues and get the information and right knowledge about these things. So I would like to conclude my speech. There are many things. There are also, as many of our students have explained, there are many acts, there are stringent acts. So I'd like to conclude my speech by saying that we have to respect every woman and take care of every child as our closest family mates, so that And most importantly, we all should have self-control ourselves, because self-control not only helps to avoid these such type of conditions, but also helps to be a good person in the society. So I would like to conclude my speech. Respect women and treat everyone with respect. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.